welcome to Pokemon LeafGreen with Justin and Ulam. We are starting up another Nuzlocke, but this time some of the rules have been switched around. We are only... Well, actually, I think I did run into a little bit of trouble with getting the randomizer to only include Gen 1 Pokemon, so I think this is going to be technically Gen 1 and any Gen 2 that were related. But I haven't given us the National Dex, which means that any Pokemon that, like Steelix or Scizor, that evolve from Kanto, we won't be able to access without the National Dex. So those might show up as wild or trainer Pokemon, but it should be relatively meaningless. The main thing that's going to potentially pop up every now and again is a couple of the... Oh, we ended up getting a Charmander randomized into that. That's kind of cool. But a... baby Pokemon of any of the Gen 1 Pokemon is quite possibly going to show up in here or there, but they're babies, so it shouldn't matter too much. So, by and large, that should help us to get around the issue of our Professor Oak aid issue that we had last time. We're gonna go ahead and name ourselves Leaf. It's a weird name, I know, but... Whoop, there we are. We're playing LeafGreen. Alright. And you are going to be what we're attempting to truly overcome this time, and failed to last time. We don't have enough for... Oh no, yes we do. We are trying to overcome our failures in the Fire Red Nuzlocke. That is indeed our rival's name. Yeah, we're just Leaf. They're Fire Red. Plus, I don't think Leaf Green in total would have fit. Alright. So, first things first, we gotta go to our options, set that text speed to fast, because I'm not sitting through that. Keeping that to shift, sound mono is fine. No, instead of help, yeah, let's just do LA, and then something green for LeafGreen. Ah, there we go, that'll work. Frame number 4. Go ahead and save. I didn't really need to save there, but whatever. Alright, to go over a couple of the other differences, I fixed our issue with TMs being one thing, but also being another, so all TMs are just going to be normal. Where they're found will be randomized, but the TMs will just be the TMs, and same for the move tutors. I did randomize the trades. We'll see if that ends up being particularly relevant. And hello, Professor Oak. Hey, wait, don't go out! It's unsafe! Wild Pokemon live in tall grass! You need your own Pokemon for your protection! I know, here, come with me! And we slow walk over there. Alright, what are our 3? Drumroll, please! I don't know how to do a drumroll. Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Yeah, of course you are. Hi, Red, let me think. Oh, that's right. I told you to come. Just wait. Here, Leaf. There are 3 Pokemon here. Haha, the Pokemon are held inside the Pokemon... We've already been through this. Let's just move on. Yes, yes, you want to go first, and by right, you probably should be allowed to go first, but... Alright, we'll go ahead and start on the left. Yeah, well, see, so this is part of what I was talking about. Actually, is Cleffa not Gen 3? Maybe it's Gen 2. Well, anyhow, so that would be a Clefable in the end. And a friendship in the first place. So that's a dead no. An absolute no. Alright, interesting. A Graveler. A Geodude who will become a Graveler and then a Golem. On account of, I did also, as usual, turn off impossible Evos. Or turn on fix impossible Evos. Let's see, so this would be Squirtle. Previous one was the version of Obsar, so if we do go with Geodude, it'll force him into a Clefable. Of course, he won't have trouble evolving it, because it'll just auto, you know, whatever not, so... But, do I really worry about a Clefable that much when we'd be going with the Geodude? So this is actually a reasonable option. Although I have not decided on it till we see our final. Ah, interesting. So the Charmander replacement is a Nidoran male. That would be pretty dope. Well, potentially. Because we shifted items, I'm not entirely sure what the earliest we can get a Moonstone is now. At a minimum, Celadon City, but that's kind of still a little farther off. But a Nidoking with Thrash would be really powerful early, but that's the thing, I don't know if we could get it early. And then we'd be giving our enemy a Golem, which has the potential to no-explode, maybe. I think, I don't know, I'll have to look these up later. I think what our answer is going to be is the Squirtle replacement, Geodude. Oh, the quite energetic Geodude, he says. Yes, we will name you... I think we have enough space for this. No, it's not just rock, calm down. Yes, it's Rockington. There we are. Stole him from JonTron. And he'll take the Cleffa. I don't know what moves that I'll have for this first battle, but I'm not expecting this to be particularly competitive. Considering it's a baby Pokemon and all that. Although we did have major problems in the last run with the baby Jinx's pre-evolved form, whose name is escaping me. Alright, yes, blah blah blah. Let me see what moves we have. I imagine probably Defense Curl and... Tackle. Alright, go for it. That was okay damage. Yep. And what are you gonna know? Alright, I mean, you're still probably only gonna also have, like, Tackle. So you'll slow down our... Oh, no, you have Pound. But we resist. This is really unfair. All we need is a crit and you're done. You could get a crit and do nothing to us. Oh, and they're both female, I just noticed. Actually, on Cleffa, that might not be particularly unique, and actually, I don't know what Geodude's chances are. Geodude may just be a 50-50 in which case. Yeah. If they were female regular starters, the odds would be phenomenal for both of them to have rolled female. Didn't quite get... that's gonna be one small bit. The Cleffa will not give very much EXP. I think normally you get like 2 levels out of winning that. Because the starters give quite a bit of EXP for beating them. Yep, smell you later indeed. Alright. Might as well check the nature while we're at it. Naive. And the item is a full restore. Dope. Which brings me to the point that I randomized all the held items. Right has Sturdy, but for the next 2 generations, that's basically a useless ability because it turns out it was not until Gen 5 that they introduced the ability for Sturdy to work like a Focus Sash? Is the one where if you're at full health, you'll hold on to 1 health even if you get knocked so that low, so yeah, Sturdy is only going to block things like Sheer Cold and whatnot, which are probably going to be so rare as to be meaningless. On the plus side, being Rock-type means that Self-Destruct and Explosion, which are both normal moves, would be resisted, so Rockington actually should be pretty resistant to, you know, out-of-nowhere big one-hit KOs, other than just regular crits, which honestly are probably the main thing that's most likely to get you, so... yeah, just unfortunately really not sure what, Sturdy does, or not Sturdy, I'm not sure what Naive does, but, actually, I wonder if maybe I can just talk Professor Oak into giving us the Pokedex. Hey, can we be... Yep, I'm very talented. Yes, I do! Can we please just have the Pokedex? I'd really rather not bother with the whole trip up and then back just to have to be here again. Ah, excellent! Blah blah blah. Yes, give Pokedex and let us actually set out Well, not because we have the Pokedex, but because... Ba-da-da-dum! Our first 5 Pokeballs, which means the run has officially begun. So, we'll get to go see what our first encounter on Route 1 is. Yeah, blah blah blah. I don't care. I'm starting to have Gary's attitude. Yes, move on. Thank you. Alright. So, do we need the town map? Yes, let's go grab the town map first. Then, we'll go and see what our first encounter on Route 1 is, and hopefully we'll be able to catch it. Right. So, 5 Pokeballs. 1 shot at the Route 1. Might as well talk to this guy for the potion. Thank you very much. Whoops, didn't mean to talk to you again. There we are. Alright. Well, we've made it to the second to last grass patch without any encounters. Ah, this is uncanny. There we go, finally. Alright, and the encounter is a Rattata. Alright, well, we need team members, so we gotta try for it anyhow. Let's see, you're 1 level below. How much does a tackle do? Because your tackle is... Alright, that's 1 more, 2. We can definitely fit 2 more. 1 more with a crit. Alright, yeah, even with you lowering my defense, that's not gonna mean much there, Rattata. Alright, based on that, we need to not crit and it's level 4 in the yellow. It should absolutely be catchable at this point. Come on. It's come on. Just, come on. No, we don't even need to see the rocking. We know, just, come on. We're on to the races. Obviously. Now a name. Yes. I think we can give it the name of the one and the only. Oh, actually, we're gonna run out of space, aren't we? Hold on, I can drop a Y. Oh, no, wait, maybe we need... Oh, no, yeah, we did need to take away the Alright. Switching back takes too long. The one, the only. Misspelt Biggie Cheese. Alright, and we're through, so let's go ahead and check nature on you. Adamant! Oh boy, with guts. This could be good. Alright. The energy root is just a potion, correct? We'll have to go into the bag to find that out, but I'm pretty sure that's all it does. Oh, no, it's not just a potion. So, no, that's a super potion. Hyper? Hyper. Hyper potion, yeah. Super potion's like 70 or something. Alright, go ahead and heal everybody up. We've actually got 2 more encounters. Do we have enough cash to purchase any more Pokeballs? No, actually, let's keep Rockington out front for right now. Leaf to check our cash. 3,000, you say, and it's 100 per Pokeball. Yeah, let's go buy 5 more, just to be safe. So, one of the small rule changes that I'll further be making is now that we shouldn't have trouble with water types, because this is Kanto only dex, and there's more than enough water types, we should reasonably run into several of them. Just on land, we're gonna go back to the regular rules of every route, just 1 encounter. So if we want it to be a surfing encounter, which would be randomized anyway, so not guaranteed to be a water type anyhow, then we'll have to just not get an encounter at all and avoid all grass, which is impossible on some of the routes, so we're just gonna go with whatever the first encounter is, by and large. Alright, so let's go ahead and, whoop, nope, not 15. Yeah, we'll go ahead and spend 1/3 of our cash on 5 more Pokeballs, which should be good. Do we need an antidote? The forest has been randomized. We're probably fine. We are still going to count the little bit of grass just above this route, and then the Viridian Forest as 2 separate places as well. Although this bit of grass here is the same as the one on the far side of the forest. Alright, the encounter here is... while for us to encounter anything anymore. Okay, or Voltorb rather. At level 3 it shouldn't know too much. Certainly nothing that can really do particular problems. Although it knows Charge already, which would actually be pretty handy. Plus it's really fast. Ooh, and it might learn Sonic Boom pretty early. Which would be really handy for us. Okay, somehow we missed attack. Oh, right, it's only 95 in this gym. Forgot. That it's not just 100. Yeah, we'll call that good. At least for the first Pokeball. If it, like... No, actually, given the amount of tackles we did... Yeah, no, this is our... we'd have to switch to... Yep, that's what I was worried about. It may have a lower catch rate. And yeah, Rockington would just knock it out with its next tackle. Ugh, I don't know that Big Cheese can avoid knocking it out at that health. Alright, fortunately we don't take too much damage. Alright, come on, don't knock it out, Big Cheese. Just little tap, just into the red. Just very carefully. Nuts! Well, at least the XP. Shoot, well, that would have been nice. Alright, Mud Sports. Pretty meaningless. Right, well, that's one route blown, but hope springs ever eternal. Just hope springs eternal, no ever. Alright, I'm going to get this random item. Star Piece! Alright, I think that's... I know it's cash. I'm trying to think if I don't know if I could guess off the top of my head how much. We'll say maybe 1,000 Poké. Go ahead and find out right now. No point in holding on to it and selling it later. Alright, is it 1,000 Poké? Oh, it is 100 shy of 5,000! Woo, that was pretty good. I was lowballing that apparently quite a bit. Let's see. In that case, yeah, we can probably afford to grab, let's say, 5 antidotes. You know what? 5 Paralyze Heal too, just because we don't know what's ahead. Better to have them than not. And on that note, let's see, we already have 2 in the bag. Let's get the 8. How much is that going to be? Ugh, it's expensive, but it's a good thing we got that Star Piece. We can gear up and be ready for almost anything. Still gonna take a quick trip over here to the Pokemon Center first to make sure that before we attempt our encounter below Viridian Forest, we're at full health. Which is also why we're keeping Geodude in front, because everything at this level is probably gonna know Tackle, and Tackle's resisted by Geodude, so best to be prepared on that front. Oh, right. I'm gonna bother this guy and his Teachy TV. And his catching encounter, although we've already caught one, so I don't care. Oh wait, no, maybe he just gives us the... No, he does. He shows us and gives us the TGTV. Interesting, he's catching what is the equivalent of a starter. Yes, yes. Come on. I'm well aware. I wonder if Cleffa's catch rate is actually low enough that this is realistic anyway. Probably. I don't know what the baby's catch rates are, because I don't think you're normally supposed to be able to encounter them in the wild. Which, side note, normally the primary means you're supposed to be encountering those baby Pokemon is through breeding. Which means there's almost no battle or anything other than bloating the Pokedex advantage to the existence of baby Pokemon. Why do they even exist? Alright. And our encounter on this route is... Dupe's Claws. Alright. Should be, not just Rattata. Come on, there ought to be another... I don't know, we may just... we'll get 5 encounters, and if they're all Rattatas, we'll just invoke Dupe's Claws and see if the patch of grass up at the north end is any different, because this is our 3rd Rattata in a row! We did area 1-for-1 switching And I'm pretty sure that there's supposed to be at least 2 kinds of Pokemon you can encounter here normally. Which should have, unless both of them got randomized into Rattata, which is possible. That's one of the downsides of doing a randomizer, but only with the Pokemon that were already... Ah, here we go! So no, there is another alternative. And it is a Nidoran female! Excellent, we get to have our cake and eat it too. The other... I did not mean to hit A on that, but Scratch didn't do anything. So, this Nidoran is still going to potentially have the issue of not being able to evolve, particularly depending on if we can or cannot obtain a Moonstone. I also don't know if it has the capability of learning Thrash particularly. We'll have to see. Alright, eyeballing that, we should... Oh, especially with a Growl. Excellent! That's actually going to help me catch you. Thank you, Nidoran. Alright, Poison's a little annoying, but that's what we have the antidotes for. And unless it went for another Growl, I don't feel safe, so let's not risk it. Let's just throw a Pokeball and obviously catch it. Come on! That's a 1. That's a 2. That's a 3! It's level 5, so it's in the bag! Alright. Let's see. Yes. Well, she's going to be a queen, so we'll name her Liza, which is short for Elizabeth. Alright, let's not risk things and use an antidote here. We probably have enough health, no, 14, and it procs every, like, 5 steps. Yeah, without that, I don't know that we would have safely made it all the way back to the Pokemon Center. Which would be an important calc to know, or just carry antidotes. It's easier to just carry antidotes. Come on. Of course, walking around without the running shoes, that is the real challenge. So, as our time continues to clock up and just keep going higher and higher, I should go ahead and let you in on what I'm planning for the duration of this episode at any rate. Well, the goal of this episode, not so much the duration. No, actually, yeah, we will want Pikachu's out first, so. I'm planning on trying to at least get us 2 Pewter in this episode. That way we can then have the next episode start to one degree or another with taking on Brock's gym. I don't know if we'll start taking it on or if we'll start with a bit of, what is the word I'm looking for here? Training. Well, and if we do training, I'll probably do it in between episodes at any rate. Alright, because there will certainly be no further encounters beyond the Viridian Forest. I think there's an item over here, so we might as well also walk over here while we prepare to get our next encounter. Is there... Alright, not in this patch of grass, though. It's up here? Yes, there it is. Alright, and our first encounter on the way to the item! Nope, we already got to the item. That's the bug damage power-up, I believe. It's gonna be pretty pointless. Oh well. I was gonna say, are we really gonna make it out of the grass with our first encounter? Weedle. Yes, I too am starting to wonder if the it randomized our starter. It's... I will say, part of what I randomized was specifically trying to... I clicked the box that told it to try to keep things at, like, to randomize them 1-for-1 in the area, but also try to keep them at roughly the same strength. So it's possible that what we're seeing is the randomizer spitting back out a result that, yeah, the only way to keep them roughly the same strength is to keep them the same. So, hopefully at least the first gym, and then maybe somewhere beyond Mount Moon, things will be even enough that they can start truly randomizing. Which makes for a bit of a less interesting opening, but this is a good startup team, and it'll also be a good base for when things start getting really crazy. Let's see. like jazz? Just onesie. Yeah. I know. Ow, the edge. The onesie is just cooler. Alright. You have a black flute. I think that increases the, or decreases the encounter rate? Quirky! I'll have to look that up. Shield Dust prevents added effects. I don't know if it keeps that all the way up, but that could be pretty dope. That means it's immune to flinches as well as, like, burns and... Well, I mean, it's going to stay poison type, so it was already immune to poison, but... Let's see, just based on... Actually, no, I'm feeling like maybe Quirky's one of the neutral natures. Knows Poison String and String Shot. Actually, it just occurred to me, you know, even in Gen 1, there was one halfway decent bug move. Twin Needle. This is gonna become a Beedrill. This may actually be, like, the only time in this generation where the Silver Powder may come in handy. And yes, this makes them less likely to appear. So it's not gonna be able to use this right now, but that could actually come in handy later. Which is interesting. Alright, so swapped to the lowest leveled out front. And we'll start making our way through the forest. Think there's maybe an item in this patch over here? Yes, indeed. Dire Hit. Alright, that could prove boring. We're gonna go ahead and try to avoid most of the trainers, because I know there's a couple that are unavoidable. Let's see. Do I think you can take this guy out without too much trouble? Because we know we've got some mandatory trainers coming up. That was close. Do I have to walk through the grass to avoid the guy just above this? I think so. Ah, see, so there were some randomized. Just things like Tyrogue, who probably doesn't know a fighting move, but I'm not going to risk it. I avoided the Weedle because there's a chance of Poison Sting poisoning, which would just be frustrating. And, no, he was actually watching for if you did try to use the grass. This item is a Pearl. Alright, so that's some okayish. That's pretty good. I don't think there's any items above this. Just a non-mandatory trainer. Would be dope if we could just get through in this one run. But I think there's at least 2 trainers ahead of this that are mandatory. And all of our Pokemon that are not brand new caught are plenty healthy. Maybe there's only the one mandatory trainer. Sweet, in which case, having shown you all the items, I'll probably come back through and use battling them off camera for training. So yeah, something about what I said is definitely proving true. Alright, hold on. Well, no, Kakuna's still gonna know. If it was a Metapod, I would be at very little risk of anything particularly bad, so we'd go ahead and take it on, but this is a Carbos. Alright, that's, what, speed? We'll go ahead and try to use those as we get them. Base speed stat. Let's see. Who of you is fast but needs absolutely to be... Well, no, should we give it to our fastest? We should probably give it to our slowest. Rising tide raises all ships and all that. 11, 8, 9, 11. So, Rockington. Who I don't think will even be able to benefit from it until the next level up, but whatever. Or maybe that was changed by Gen 3? No, I think that's still true in Gen 3, that you only benefit from your EVs on level up. Which means once you've hit level 100, that's it. Of course, what are you doing hitting level 100? Alright! What do you have, guy who I think normally has a Butterfree, unless I'm misremembering, maybe there's one more person beyond you? No, there's definitely someone else. Alright. You have a Magnemite at level 9. Alright, so I get to fight someone who resists most of my stuff. Ah, we have Tail Whip. Oh dear, you have Metal Sound. And I don't know how I only just noticed, you're level 9. But, something occurs to me, you almost certainly only know an electric move if you were going for Metal Sound. My ground type renders you meaningless. Actually, I could do Mud Sportman and switch out, but let's just go for tackles. We've already lowered his defense once anyway. Alright, Rockington. Really? Come on! This really doesn't bode well, because any rock moves Rockington learns are also going to have not great accuracy. And you're missing with the normal moves. Lower our special defense all you want. Doesn't mean anything. You can't touch us. Oh dear, that was a crit. Well... you also know You do even less to me than I do to you, fool. Alright, well, this was a gimme. But I think... I want to say that I'm remembering that before you exit the forest, there's someone with, like, 2 Metapods and a Butterfree or something. So I think there's probably still one trainer beyond even this guy. And it's a good thing we got off at least that one Tail Whip. Otherwise, Rockington would be doing this even slower. Maybe 2 more, probably 3 more tackles, though. Oh no, looks like we'll be able to do it too. 1 more, fool. And then you're done. You're done, son. Yep. Alright, that'll be some good EXP for those 2. Level 5 on Biggie Cheese. And, yep, enough for Rockington to hit level 7. Makes them the highest leveled. Well, no, they already were, so they just need to go even further into the back of the party. Whoop, wrong thing. Switch, there we go. Lisa just ahead. Alright, Biggie Cheese still at full health, and is there indeed... No, that was actually the last trainer! Oh, the Bane. The one whose name I had forgotten. Smoochum. That could have been dicey. Although probably not. The main reason I think that the Smoochum was giving us trouble in that previous run was because it was such high level. Alright, so with that, we have finally arrived in the city of Pewter. Don't know if there's really anything else we can gain here. So I think we will go ahead and call it here. I will, in between episodes, check what Brock's level is, get all of our Pokemon to roughly that level so that it's not a super uphill battle, but that's sort of, but I'm also going to keep us from over-leveling through that. And we'll catch you next time. So thanks for watching. See you then.